We are going into
Parzival
game.
is messaging me. He seems incredibly proud of his audacity in using that build.
Well, to be fair, I mean, there's nothing wrong with cheesing.
This
If
is
you,
true.
yeah, cheesing. Everyone hates being cheesed, but it's part of the game. And if you don't cheese, your opponents can become so greedy or just know how to exploit that
It's true.
you're just gonna fall behind.
It's true. It's a brilliant thing that StarCraft has that actually not a lot of other real-time strategy games have is that ability to cheese, that ability to get a very, very early attack in to cripple economies if your opponent's greedy, which really honestly makes StarCraft much more interesting, especially in the early game, as we can have things that we can't predict.
Absolutely, and it's just the way that build orders can get thrown right out the window with just a quick little bit of aggression. You have to think on your feet. You have to make split-second decisions. How do you do this? How am I going to get out of this? And some of the greatest games are definitely created from situations just like that, rather than the 15-minute no rush scenarios. That
Agreed. And I'd like to keep in mind that, we talk about split-second decisions. They really are. We have to keep in mind these players averaged about 230 actions per minute last game. That translates out to doing about three different things per second. So these players really are playing and making decisions at a tremendous pace.
Absolutely. And all right, we're going to do our introductions again because I think we're going to be splitting up these games in the highlight reels later. So this is game 2 of our Diamond Bracket Finals between the Red Terran Saidin in the top right versus the Teal Terran Parzival in the bottom left. Alright, and in the chat we have give me a T, give me an R, give me an E, V, O, R for Trevor, who's apparently Saidin.
Uh,
Alright, so
I'd like
what...
to quickly make note, a somewhat unimportant note, but Saidin has actually changed his decal, while Parzival has not. I wonder if this was a tactical decision that he's made.
Oh, absolutely. I think if you... I myself have changed my portrait many times, just for the psych out factor. It's a
Right?
complete and total mind game that will absolutely win you games on ladder. I mean, obviously, if you see an SCV portrait, you were just going to run for the hills. You were just not even going to put up a fight.
Man, it's a terrifying picture, to be frank.
It is. I mean, the guy... Well, okay, that decal actually is kind of ridiculous.
It's like a bull's horns.
That is a demon bull right there. Alright. So we have a gas coming up pretty early for Parzival, but no gas for Saidin. What do you think that means? Oh, there is a gas for Saidin.
To be honest, this is a small difference. Very, very, very important in the end, or the effect it has on the mid game. Parzival is playing with, I believe, Flash's build, which is a 12 barracks, 12, refinery Reaper play, and we should see after this Marine potentially one Reaper or two Reapers come out. And this will mean that his Reapers could come out quite faster than Saiyans, who I believe took a 13 gas, which doesn't seem like a big deal. But taking that one SCV and delaying it in order to just get that gas out a little bit faster will mean some difference. And actually, I was wrong. There will be no Reaper for Parzival and no Reaper for Saidin. So we should be looking potentially at a fast factory. This could be
There's a
Puma's
proxy
old.
factory.
Oh
Parzival
my!
he's bringing the cheese today.
I wonder. I wonder if Saidin will know from the last game. Scout, he won't. There's the reactor going down.
Oh,
He'll be more prepared though, and I wonder what Parzival will try to do because Hellions really wouldn't do much against these depots. It'll take them quite a long time to kill those, and the reactor Marines will be able to get out. But a Widow Mine also wouldn't do a tremendous amount except contain potentially, unless a tech lab comes down, and then we could see a one-base tank all in. And we do have a tech lab. My bet's going to be that Parzival continues to build Marines out of this reactor factory and pushes out with, I believe the typical build is 2 tanks and about 10 to 15 Marines. And this is, and a
and a
starport.
starport,
This is
yes.
a Proxy 111. This is very creative play from Parzival. And we do see that this will punish the greedy command center play from Saidin. So Saidin's looking to take that economic lead and play a macro game where Parzival's turning around and saying, you know, I'm going to make some tanks, I'm going to make some...
Oh, but he might scout this. He might actually just scout this. He does! He sees it and the starport.
Oh my. I wonder what his reaction will be. Okay, so...
Probably along the lines of, I hate my life.
He's moving that factory down, it'll be interesting.
And that is a Viking coming out of that starport.
That is a very interesting choice. I wonder why he's doing that.
Well, it might be for the vision for the tank, because the tanks...
It absolutely could be.
Yeah,
it'll also be for medevacs.
Yeah, it might get some let's see what he builds out next of it, if anything. And nothing, so this is going to be just a tank.
We do have a second tank in production, so he will reinforce with that. I wonder if this SCV is going to be used to build anything. We do have a medevac coming out of that proxied starport, and the tank, you were exactly right, that Viking will give high ground vision for the tank. Hellions coming out for Saidin. I think that's a critical misstep, to be honest, against tanks. I think he was looking at maybe defending more Marines, less tanks.
Yeah, there's only a small handful of Marines, and really they're more for support than anything else at this point, so taking out those Marines won't be a huge deal. He needs something with range to actually take out those tanks.
I would like to note that in killing that supply depot, Parzival has supply blocked Saidin here, and taken out the reactor on that factory. This is a really, really scary position for him to be in. He will move out with those SCVs, but I think this is a critical mistake against those tanks. They will do some damage, but all those SCVs will die.
So many SCVs just went down. That was 19 SCVs that have just gone down, and even then he's not going to be able... Okay, 10 kill tank does go down, but a new tank is here and ready to party.
Oh man, yeah, that's it.
That is it. That is the GG.
Okay, so that's one best of two for Parzival. Let's keep in mind we do get at least two more of these fantastic, exciting games from these two players, as Parzival does have to win two bests of two to take this.
Best of three?
Or best of three, excuse me, yes.